So Disney are trying to lure you back into Marvel with the Punisher, played by Jon Bernthal. He will appear in Daredevil Born Again, along with Vincent D'Onofrio and, of course, Charlie Cox. It'll be interesting to see whether Kristen Ritter appears. We already know Luke Cage actor said he's done, dusted, he's moving on. So this is interesting nonetheless. This is confirmed. Jon Bernthal is back as the Punisher. So I ask you, will this get you on board? Because there's a lot of people that are done. For me, personally, I don't think you're going to be able to match the intensity, the visceral nature of Daredevil on Netflix. And thus, I'm not actually that interested in Daredevil on Disney Plus in the MCU. It's just not for me. It's not something, I think once you've seen a better iteration, obviously it's my personal opinion, based on thought, because I haven't seen the Disney Plus one, and I will admit that. But obviously we've seen Daredevil in She-Hulk, and he was a bit of a bitch. But once you've seen the Netflix Daredevil, it's, you know, it's like having a fillet steak and then downgrading to minced beef. It's just not the same. So I would choose fillet steak over minced beef. But anyway, let's take a look at this. Jon Bernthal confirms Punisher return in Daredevil Born Again at Disney Plus. Loads of people really like his Punisher. I will one-up you and say Punisher Dirty Laundry from, what is it, Adi Shankar. Amazing. Amazing. That to me is the Punisher. Thomas Jane is the Punisher in that iteration. That's Punisher. That's, for me, that's my Punisher. That's epic. Love it. Jon Bernthal, sure. I'm sure he did a fantastic job for some people. So let's take a look, right? Watch out, MCU, the Punisher is back to deal out all of his PG-13 violence. Jon Bernthal is returning. This is the thing, ladies and gents. If you liked Jon Bernthal as the Punisher, he will be neutered in a Disney Plus show. Make no mistake, he'll be neutered. He has to be. Marvel has made no commitments to creating a large portion of R-rated content. We know that Deadpool is going to be R-rated, or at least adult. Will this be? Probably not. It's on Disney Plus after all. But anyway, he's returning to the MCU as the gun-toting vigilante for the upcoming Disney Plus series Daredevil Born Again. And also, make no mistake, Marvel genuinely doesn't like the Punisher at this point in time. They're doing certain creative narrative elements with the comics to undermine the character, changing out certain things. It's the message and all that kind of nonsense. So again, I ask you, under that premise, are you excited? Because it won't be the same. It won't be what you knew. So after news broke yesterday of Bernthal's return as the character, he posted an image of himself as the Punisher to his Instagram, while also sharing a clip on the official Real Ones with Jon Bernthal YouTube channel titled Frank Castle is Back. So Frank Castle, aka the Punisher, was first introduced in Netflix's mini-universe of street-level Marvel characters. He debuted in Season 2 of Daredevil in 2016, and then went on to star in his own self-titled spin-off that ran for 2 seasons and then was unceremoniously binned off. So Daredevil Born Again will mark the first appearance of Punisher since the spin-off was cancelled by Netflix in 2019. Feels like a lot longer, actually, than just 2019. I mean, I guess, realistically, it is 4 years, but doesn't it feel longer? Anyway, since then, all of Netflix's more mature Marvel characters, including Daredevil, Jessica Jones, Luke Cage, Iron Fist, and the Defenders, have moved to Disney Plus. And I'm aware they started to change elements as well, but hey. They joined other adult superhero fare like Fox's R-rated Deadpool films and Logan on the family-friendly Disney streamer. A gritty but loved character from the Marvel comics. Well, yeah, gritty's fine. Of course he's loved. The Punisher has a tragic backstory. We know all of this anyway. So he's a decorated US soldier. Castle returns from combat, only for his family to be brutally murdered, and he sets out on a quest for vengeance with a whole lot of guns and ammunition. So, yeah. Bernthal is the latest star from Netflix's Marvel shows to join the ever-sprawling MCU. Cox first appeared in well, it was in a cameo appearance in Spider-Man No Way Home, and then officially, properly was around in She-Hulk, although albeit to serve her sexual needs, it seemed. That was very bizarre. Not my jam, but hey, whatever. And then obviously it was revealed that he'd get his own series. Vincent D'Onofrio, the Kingpin, was in Hawkeye. Apparently, a lot of this stuff, so Vincent D'Onofrio as well as Charlie Cox, will be primarily appearing in Echo before they appear in Daredevil. Now, I wonder if that'll also be the introduction of the Punisher as well. It might be, but we know that Echo essentially serves as a prequel to Daredevil Born Again, which makes sense. Narratively, it does make sense. If, of course, Kingpin was involved, Daredevil would be involved. In fact, yeah, I mean, it makes perfect sense. It was odd, in fairness, that Daredevil never made an appearance in Hawkeye, but the Kingpin did. I'm guessing they'll probably get around that by saying... No, they can't. That was Christmas. I was going to say they'll get around that by saying Hawkeye took place when She-Hulk did, but no, there's actually no real reason why Daredevil never appeared in Hawkeye. Contracts, I'm guessing. But anyway, Vincent D'Onofrio, who played Wilson Fisk, aka Kingpin, also jumped to Disney Plus in 2021's Hawkeye, and he's also set to reappear in the upcoming Echo series, as well as, just as an FYI, as well as Charlie Cox's Daredevil. He is supposed to appear in Echo as well. But then there's other individuals as well. So Michael Gandolfini, Margarita Lavia, Sandrine Holt, Nikki M. James will be appearing in Daredevil Born Again. Look, hey, we'll see what happens with this. I don't hold out massive amounts of hope with respect to this, just primarily because I can't see them doing anything but nerfing the character. You know, there's no statements that Daredevil will be R-rated. If anything, there has been comments to the contrary. Punisher has to be gritty. He has to be pretty hard, and some of that can't be done with a Disney Plus rating. They're never officially rated. They just don't have to be for streaming like that. But, you know, a Disney Plus rating for that kind of content, Punisher doesn't sing well for that, I don't think. In fairness, neither does Daredevil once you've seen him in Netflix. But what do you guys think? Let me know down below. I think this is a bit of desperation on Marvel's part, just bringing in characters, because they seem pretty happy just to nerf the whole thing and leave everyone in the balance, just going, yeah, whatever, we don't care. Until, of course, things start to fail, and then they're like, shit, let's get people on. Anyway, leave your thoughts down below, hit subscribe, take care.